want to talk to you. Hey, you got some beefs.
Hit him up! Pull him out! Pull him out!
We want to know what's bothering you in the world of sports. Give Murph a call at 312-644-6767. That's 312-644-6767. And tell him what's beefing you in the world of sports. What's Your Beef is brought to you by Brown's Chicken Sandwiches and Catering and BrownsChicken.com.
BrownsChicken.com. Check it out right now. Not only the greatest lunch in town, the Italian beefs. I'm hungry. The Italian sausage. I'm really hungry. Put them together. Call it a combo. That's what the President Frank Portillo loves for lunch himself at Brown's. Let's get to the phone lines. It's What's Your Beef? Your opportunity to beef about anything in the world of sports. Now, remember, this is not Tool of the Week. This is a concept, a philosophy, a rule, something in general that you don't like. We save teeing up individuals for Tool of the Week, my friends at Rental Mix on Friday. Let's go to the beef lines. Yeah, let's start. Oh, beautiful Westmont. It's Bob on the score. Hello, Bob.
Hey, Murph, how are you?
Fine, Bob. What's your beef?
My beef is the continued stupid clock management of the Bears. Get down to the end of the first half when the Vikings have the ball on about their 10, 15-yard line.
Right.
And the Bears called timeout with 2:20 left after first down and then again after second down.
Right.
Now, in that situation, if the Bears stop them on first down, gets down to the 2-minute warning, they stop them on second down, and then they run a play on third down, the Bears could call a timeout with 1:20 left, still get the ball with one timeout and plenty of time. But no, they take their timeouts early. Minnesota converts. What do? Instead of being 10-7, it's 17-7.
Well, you're exactly right.
Clock management
Well,
continues all season long.
You couldn't be more correct, Bob. And I'm going to talk about this more at 1 o'clock when we have some more freelance open phone time. You've hit the nail on the head, and there's other angles that also backfired on Lovey on that sequence. But hang on. We're going to go visit my friends at Browns. You're a winner. Hang on, Bob. All right, buddy?
Thank you, Murph.
Oh, my pleasure. Remember, the best beefs from you. All right already. Best beefs from you and a trip to the best beefs in Chicago. Italian beefs at Brown's at lunchtime. Let's go next to Grays Lake. Glenn on the score. Glenn.
Hello, Murph.
Hey, what's your beef?
Well, my beef is the Bears have no punt return game, and I emphasize return.
Yeah.
I see it as a 3-option punt return game. Option 1, Hester's back there waving one arm, makes a fair catch.
Right.
Option 2, he's waving two arms frantically, telling everybody to get away from the ball.
Right.
The ball's rolling down the field. And then we have option 3.
Yeah.
He actually catches the ball and then runs sideways or backwards and loses 9 or 10 yards.
So of those three, which do you prefer to occur?
Oh, my goodness. I would have to probably say a fair catch, which is not a return game. We got high school kids. The coaches need to either coach this kid or they got to find somebody else to do the job.
Well, you know what? A return game, kicks, punts, are something that they better start working on. We're getting some nice returns on occasion. We, the Bears, I love the Bears. They're my guys from Manning, good old number 38. I got to wonder about this, Glenn and Grays Lake. There's got to be, not gotta. I'm wondering if Hester still has that rib injury. I had a caller about a week ago and reminded me, I'd forgotten, Glenn, remember back around what, fellas, week 3, week 4,
Very
Hester
early.
missed a game with the cartilage, the rib. Now, I've never had that, I've never been in a locker room, I've never played the game, Glenn, but I've always heard rib cage pulls, muscle in the rib, broken rib, it's the most painful thing there is, right?
I agree, but then that's the coach's responsibility to find out if that is the truth,
Right.
and then replace him with somebody that can bring the ball forward at 8, 9, 10 yards.
I hear you. Because you know what? It's the only thing that makes sense for this kid. That must be why he keeps running left and right like Curly from the Three Stooges. Woo, 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 woo. You know, because he doesn't want to get hit on the rib. He's going, I'm going to do the old end around. Hey, hang on. Nice job, Glenn. We're going to go visit my friends at Browns. All right, buddy?
Thank you.
Hook up. You're welcome. Hook up Glenn from Grays Lake. And What's Your Beef shall continue. Hey, 1 o'clock hour. We're going guest-free. We're going guest-free at 1 o'clock. Bears talk continues. Maybe we'll have a time for a little baseball. By the way, tomorrow, Jesse Rogers will have a full-blown baseball segment on the score. Hey, thetowngroup.com. Big commercial, industrial HVAC systems, the pros for big heating, air conditioning projects. Thetowngroup.com, my friends at Westtown, Northtown, Southwesttown, and Northwesttown. Thetowngroup.com. Remember, preventive maintenance saves money. Free estimates. Thetowngroup.com. Back after this, it's Murph. More beefs next. I'm getting hungry.
We definitely ran out of time. 4 games left to go. We started a 6-game season a couple weeks ago. But we still have time. Nothing has been decided right now. We're 1 game out of first place. Again, we need a little bit of help. All we can do right now is just take care of our business. And that right now is 1 game, Jacksonville.
Today on Air Your Beef.
Silliest thing. Welcome back. There are dailies everywhere. I still say the Bears are 2 games back since they would lose the tiebreaker, but Hub said no, they are just 1 game back, as Lovey said. We'll worry about that more in a couple of weeks. Let's get back to the phones. By the way, text poll question. Let me phrase it my way. Don't worry about Kyle Orton. Hub said, hey, you know what? Time to start looking at this kid. I've had so many different calls the last day or 2 here on the Score. Me, I say don't worry about Kyle Orton. We'll talk about that, but I'd like to have you say yes or no at 67011. We are right now at 52% to 48%. It's called it a dead heat. 67011. It's Browns, it's Beefs, and it's lunchtime. Let's go to Rich from Waukegan. Hello, Rich.
Hey, Murph. My beef is with the professional athletes that get super excited over mundane things like making first downs and get up and do touchdown dances, specifically on Thanksgiving. One of the receivers, I'm not going to mention his name because that'd be tool of the week, but
right.
he got up on 2 separate occasions doing first downs. He actually acted like a pitcher and wound up and threw a fastball and gave the first down sign. You know, act like you've been there before. I know he just got out of Detroit.
Well, maybe number one, maybe he's never been there. But number 2, it's the head coach. All the head coach has to do in training camp, and I'm with you on this, Rich. Don't get me wrong. I'm with you on this. All the head coach has to say, in be it Bourbonnais or wherever the hell it is, hey, don't showboat when you get a freaking first down or a touchdown. That's all he's got to say. They must be afraid of these ball players.
I understand it a little more on a touchdown because that's actually, somewhat of an accomplishment. I don't agree with it.
How come Matt Forte just hands the ball to the referee?
Because he's a professional.
Well,
he's a rookie, and he acts like a professional already.
I like it. Rich, good to hear from you, buddy. I appreciate it. Let's go next to Jim in Romeoville on the Score. What's your beef from Browns? Hello, Jim.
Hey, Mike, how are you?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, my beef, I believe it's with the Bears in general. They keep winning the toss, and they keep deferring it when they know their offense is better than the defense.
Well, this week, and at one point, you're right, they had won 6 flips in a row, and they deferred each time, which, when the defense was the strong suit early in the season, at least perceived to be the strong suit, I didn't have any problem with that. Then, when it became apparent around week 7, week 8, that the offense was stronger, and they won that 1 flip and deferred, I couldn't believe it. Now, in Sunday night's game, the Bears won the toss. Let's analyze this. They won the toss in the Roller Dome, the Humphrey Dome, right?
Yes.
Now, they elected to kick off, or what's known as defer to the second half is when we will opt then to take the ball, defer. I believe that was the correct move. In that stadium, I think you do want your defense on the field first in that Roller Dome with the crowd going nuts, and not maybe have your quarterback and your offense out there 1st and 10 back at the 18-yard line. So I'm sort of thinking maybe this time I'm going to go with Lovey, but often I don't, Jim.
When I heard that, I knew the game was over. I think Orton should have came out, and they would have went down the field. They would have scored. The momentum would be in their favor.
Now, at home, I agree with you. But don't you think, again, I'm going to not revisit my whole argument, but don't you think that's the occasion where you don't want to have the offense on the field with the crowd going nuts? I'm not swaying you. I can't sway you. I love it. Hey, Jim, because I can't sway you, you're going to go visit my friends at Browns. I like the way you stuck to your guns. All right, buddy?
Thanks, Mike.
Hang on. Send my guy Jim in Romeoville to Browns lunchtime. By the way, when you go to brownschicken.com, You won't believe all the great specials. We know about the $99 football party special, but now, 'tis the season for a party. Go to brownschicken.com. I know you're having people over to your house between now and, January 2nd? You got people coming over. Go to brownschicken.com. You won't see anywhere some of the great values that you're going to see when you visit Brown's. Chicken sandwiches, catering. They've got, look here, 1, 2, 3. They've got 4 different party packs. The holiday party packs tailored for you. 10 guests, $79, $89, $129. You mix and match. You pick what you want right here. Right there, you can, look at, I love the chicken tenders. I like the barbecue meatballs, spicy wing zings, Italian sausage bites, and marinara sauce. And those are each just $19.99 up to the, including the signature entree. Check it out, brownschicken.com. Why do all the cooking when everyone comes over to your house for the holidays? Mike is in Naperville on the score. Hello, Mike.
Murph, why do you got to be talking about Browns while I'm on hold? I'm ready to eat my shoe.
Oh, man. Don't eat your shoe. Stop on by Brown. Me, I like the Maxwell Street Polish. You can't even find Maxwell Street anymore. They moved it to Browns. Hey, Michael, give me your best beef.
Listen, mine's with the pig-headed coach, Lovie Smith. Listen, as someone just watching the game, there was no way they could ever punch that ball in against that defensive line down there. They're just too big and they're too strong. And I'm so tired of them saying, you got to be macho, you got to be able to push it in. You know what? You were never going to push it in. You had to try something different. I agreed with Hub just a little while ago, a play action on third down. But if he doesn't get his head out of his back end and start thinking a little better, we're in for a long haul with this guy.
Michael, very creative. You know what you just did? You just slipped a tool of the week into me on What's Your Beef. But I love the concept. Thanks, Mike.
All right, Murph.
All right, buddy. The T formation. You thought that was only in that goofy song, right? The Bears ran on 4th and goal from the 1 foot line. They ran the T formation. The fullback was back a few steps, so they call it the inverted wishbone. They ran the T formation with double tackles, and everyone in the ballpark knew that they were running up the gut, and they had 11 in the box. You had no... remember the song? T formation. Remember the song? When do they get to it? We'll never forget the way. This is like right out of 19... This is like that 70s show on radio. When's the T formation? When do they say T formation? Here we go. So leave it to the Bears to drag that thing back out. Ron Turner, nice try. Let's go to, they ran a T formation. Kyle's the car phone. Hello, Kyle. Kyle!
What's up, Murph? I'm sorry.
Hey, that's okay, Kyle. What's your beef, man?
My beef is with the Bears receiving corps. I'm so sick and tired of them dropping balls. Not only that, there was an occasion in the game against Minnesota where a ball actually hit Hester in the rib cage, and he wasn't even expecting it. And I feel that that's making Orton lose a lot of confidence in receivers, and also basically what it's doing is it's making him try to thread the needle every single throw, which is, affecting his accuracy. I'm going to hang up.
No, don't hang up. I want to ask your text poll result. I have right now, it's almost 50-50. Are you worried about Kyle Orton, yes or no? And you're saying that no, you're not worried about Kyle Orton, are you?
I'm not worried about Orton whatsoever. I think he's the future of our organization.
There you go. There you go.
If you put 4 number 3 at best receivers on the field with him, what do you expect him to do? He should be utilizing his tight ends and Forte a lot more than he is.
How about the 4 drops for first down? Hester twice, Rasheed Davis once, and our AP, Peterson, all 4 dropped first down. How does that affect the flow of the game and your quarterback rating? Big time.
It absolutely kills us, and the one I can specifically remember is when Hester got behind the linebacker on a slant when it was 3rd and 7, and he would have completed the, Orton.
Well, how about Adrian Peterson? Was like a 15-yard swing pass to the left, right through his fingers.
Absolutely brutal.
Right. I'll give you another one. You talked about the tight ends. the defensive coordinator for the Vikings, the old Bear, Leslie Frazier.
Leslie Frazier,
Did you hear what he said after the game? He goes, well, we were more prepared this time because the first time we played the Bears, they surprised us, A, with the no-huddle, and B, splitting out, wide receiving out, 82, Greg Olsen. So he basically said this time we were ready for the no-huddle, and we were ready, and we put the cornerback on 82 instead of a safety or a linebacker. So they adjusted. Bears ran the same old crap out there except for the T formation. Hey, hang on. Good call. You're going to go visit my friends at Browns. All right, Kyle?
All right, thanks, Murph.
Everyone's going to Browns. Murphapalooza. Let's catch up on a few things when I return. Another round of phone calls. Vuk is on your side. Park Ridge, Vuk. Jeff Vukovich is Murph's Nationwide Insurance Agent of the Year. For all your insurance needs, Vuk is on your side. He's in Park Ridge. He covers all of Illinois. Solid as a rock. It's The Score.
Rain and wind and weather, hell-bent for leather, wishing my girl was by my side.
Donovan, I've got your mom on the line, and she's got a major beef.
What's your beef? Hey, at 1 o'clock, it'll be guest-free phones. Bears talk. Man, I got our text question of the day sitting at 52% to 48%. So I'm going to call this a dead heat right now. The question, Murph says, don't worry about Kyle Orton. Yes or no? Do you agree? Yes or no at 67011. Let's go back to the beef line, see who's next. Hey, it's Mike from Tinley Park. Hello, Michael.
Hello, Murph. Murph, my beef is we could have thrilled the nation Sunday night if we'd unveiled the Wildcat formation, but we already tipped it off and used it in a meaning where we didn't even need it against the Rams the week before.
Another great point. Mike, this coaching staff, and you raise an excellent point, and I'm going to talk about the coaching staff more detailed in the 1 o'clock hour. Michael, to bring out the Wildcat or the Cajun or the Cane, whatever they're calling this damn thing, against a team that you were flattening, the Rams, It doesn't make any sense. Oh, sure, we'll let the Vikings worry about it all week and, waste their practice time. Baloney, why didn't they just wait till maybe they had it in their trick bag when they needed it?
Well, especially when you have those two big tackles in the line there. That would have been perfect.
I don't know much about football, Mike, but the other thing I didn't like was you got Orton, out there at the wide receiver. They ran the Wildcat first play on the drive after a touchdown and the return and a TV timeout. Why would you even have a quarterback in that play?
They don't get it.
See, if they run it on second or third down, I understand that you don't want to take the quarterback out and telegraph it. But on the first play of a drive, after a TV timeout, why not just run out there 11 players, not a quarterback, and run the damn thing? There's always something about these guys that makes you wonder if they know what they are doing. Hey, hang on. Go visit my friends at Browns. Nice job, Mike.
Thanks, Mike.
Hook up my guy, Mike, and Tinley. But everyone's going to Browns. Why? It tastes better. Let's go to Chris up in Woodstock. Hello, Chris.
Hey, Murph.
Hey, what's your beef, buddy?
My beef is with the defensive philosophy. On one of the Minnesota's touchdown scoring drives, the Bears had them 3rd and 4. They blitzed 6 or 7 guys, and 3 of the guys were within arm's length of Farrat, but he took a 2-step drop, and because our DBs are playing, once again, 6 or 7 yards off, they completed the 4-yard pass. He fell forward for another yard and got the first down. It defeats the whole purpose of blitzing.
You know what? I'm starting to run out of trips to Browns. I have a finite amount here, so I can't make you another one of the great Browns winners, but you could not be more correct. Chris, after they took those 2 timeouts, Lovey, near the end of the first half to try to, when the Vikings had the ball, remember? Timeout number 2, timeout number 3. Now it's 3rd and 8, and the next sequence, 1st and 10 for 15, 1st and 10 for 15, 1st and 10 for 10. What they did on each of those was what you just said. They often blitzed an extra man, but they were in prevent defense. Why would you send an extra man when you're playing soft cover or also cover 2? It defeats the whole purpose. It's nonsensical. It defies description to give them time to march down the field when you're stopping the clock for them.
They are completely lost.
Hey, Chris, thanks, buddy. I appreciate it.
No problem, Murph.
Think about that. You stop the clock twice with your timeouts number 2 and number 3. So that you stop them on third down, you get the ball back. That's the goal, right? No. On the 3rd and 8, they're in, and Jay Zawaski and I watch it, in this cockamamie. They're in man, but yet cover 2. That's the one where Urlacher got beat by the halfback on a circle pattern. Then the next 3 plays, they march down the field after we've given them time, using up our 2nd and 3rd timeout. What do? We're playing prevent defense. We've stopped the clock for them, and now we're allowing them to do the chunks, the 10, the 15, the 10, the 15, and they end up then with the quarterback sneak to go up 17-7. It's amazing. Just a Cicero Robert, my old hometown. Cicero. Hello, Robert.
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
Good, Roberto. What's your beef?
Oh, I got a beef I want to get off my chest. It was right after the Bears got punched in the teeth at the goal line, and you sense the momentum changing, and it was that burying play where Tillman decided to be the hero and game breaker by trying to sneak up.
You're right.
On that receiver that's being covered already, and probably sneak in behind them and punch the ball out, which is they practice during the offseason about stripping the ball and not wrapping up guys.
You raised a great point, Robert and Cicero, that I haven't heard anyone bring up. Lovie Smith has admitted that there was no safety coverage back there, second help back there deep. We know that. So why would Peanut do that? He was trying to do just what you said. He was trying to make the big play, which I guess you could make an argument for. You know, if you make the big play, you look like $1 million. But at that point in time, how can you abandon your position when you know there's no one behind you?
Exactly, and what you were stride with Berrien, he was already in the afterburner mode.
Yeah.
Why leave him at that point?
Well, Robert, you know what? That's one of those mysteries of the Bears. Thanks, buddy. Good to hear from you. And my final beef for today, it's Lonesome George and Skokie.
Hey, happy holidays.
Hey, George, thanks. What's your beef?
Oh, I feel like an out-of-step Charlie, but my beef is with general managers in baseball who overpay relief pitchers because of a blank check mentality. I'm not going to say what the team is, but they rhyme with hanky-panky. So they had this reliever who used to be with the White Sox. Last year he went 1-3 with a nice ERA of 5.5. So what does he get? $4 million for 3 years. $12 million.
Who are you talking about?
Damaso Marte.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I'm not going to mention any names.
Well, you know what? Damaso Marte, in the old days, he would have been playing AAA at Oklahoma City or AA at Tulsa. Nowadays, there's a spot for Damaso Marte. Lonesome George, thanks, buddy. Ah, man, I'm worn out. I need something to eat. I got to go to Browns. I'm hungry.
Thanks for participating in What's Your Beef. Join Murph for another edition of What's Your Beef. What's Your Beef has been brought to you by Brown's Chicken Sandwiches and Catering and BrownsChicken.com. All winners of the Mike Murphy Show are only eligible to win prizes once in a 60-day period.